weary but observational. For most sales professionals, the daily routine feels like walking into a headwind. You sit at the desk, stare at the phone, and face paralyzing call reluctance, followed by combative negotiations and a wall of rejection. The standard industry advice for this problem usually demands sheer volume. Managers insist that if you pitch your product to enough people, someone, eventually, is mathematically obligated to buy. This brute force approach centers on fighting external resistance. It treats selling as a contest of wills, where the goal is to force an unwilling prospect into a transaction. Operating this way guarantees a perpetual war of attrition. It mathematically ensures burnout, because nobody has a bottomless reserve of willpower and grit to sustain a career built entirely on friction. Contrast that grueling reality with 5 specific experts operating at the absolute peak of their industries: direct marketing, financial planning, corporate training, publishing, and networking. On paper, their external strategies have zero overlap. A consultant selling wealth management to high-net-worth individuals doesn't use the same day-to-day tactics as a direct mail publisher or a corporate sales trainer speaking to thousands of employees. Yet, despite vast operational differences, these 5 masters united to co-author a single manual on selling. They based their methodology on the archived, unpublished notes of a deceased plastic surgeon named Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Maltz spent his career in the operating room repairing physical flaws, but he observed that even after he fixed a patient's outward appearance, their insecurities often remained. This led him to pioneer the study of the self-image, the mental blueprint that dictates how human beings act and perform. How did a 1960s medical doctor build a psychological operating system so effective that 5 modern business experts adopted it as their unified blueprint for success? The answer lies in their focus. These experts prioritize the removal of their own internal friction rather than fighting external resistance from the prospect. They called this approach zero-resistance selling. This concept is built on Maltz's original framework, psycho-cybernetics. He theorized that human behavior operates like a mechanical system, guided by an internal module that automatically steers you toward the picture you hold of yourself. Under this model, sales slumps and pre-call anxiety are not a streak of bad luck. They are actual symptoms of a failure mechanism triggering defensive behaviors. Elite performers override this default. When pressure spikes, they activate their success mechanism to route psychological energy directly toward their target, free of self-sabotage. Mastery involves the deliberate re-engineering of the salesperson's internal self-image, creating a level of natural confidence that is impossible to fake. To do this, these experts rely on a specific mental tactic to bypass friction before a meeting even begins. Maltz called it the theater of the mind. Instead of worrying about what might go wrong, they actively pre-play the perfect sales presentation in their heads. They vividly picture the details of the room, their own unwavering confidence, and the client responding with enthusiasm. This utilizes the servo mechanism. Because the human brain acts as an automatic targeting system, it cannot distinguish a vividly imagined experience from physical reality. By successfully completing the negotiation internally first, they give their nervous system a memory of success. This removes their anxiety and projects a calm authority that naturally neutralizes a prospect's defensiveness. Of course, eventually, a prospect will push back, raise an objection, or try to stall a deal. An average salesperson views that friction as a personal attack. The experts in Maltz's group reframe this using a firefighter analogy. Imagine you are trapped in a burning building. A firefighter grabs your arm and yells loud directions through the smoke to guide you to the exit. You simply don't fight them, you listen. When a customer raises an objection, they are that firefighter. They are providing the specific feedback and requirements needed to reach a yes. Handling this requires confrontational tolerance. Because the salesperson is 110% sold on the value of their own product, they view conflict and cooperation as 2 sides of the same coin. By treating objections as helpful data rather than hostility, they immediately dissolve the tension. A combative sales pitch becomes a cooperative, problem-solving partnership. When you apply this internal psychology, the external structure of your business shifts. These professionals use networking and strategic positioning to create environments where leads arrive pre-endorsed, already viewing them as experts. Total belief in your product, combined with absolute integrity, removes the need to rely on high-pressure, manipulative sales tactics. The core realization uncovered by Mertz and his co-authors is straightforward. Almost all the friction and resistance we encounter in a negotiation is manufactured entirely in our own minds. A zero-resistance career is built on a daily choice to shut down the internal failure mechanism and allow the success mechanism to steer the conversation.